So when I was about 16, Stan Getz came to Rochester to play at the Red Creek Inn. And I, of course, wanted to go. So I got there a little early. They were doing sound check. And when he was finished, he came into me and he started talking to me. He said, "You're here kind of early." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I am." He said, "Are you a saxophone player?" I said, "Yeah, I am." He said, "Do you like the way I play?" I said, "I don't really know anything about the way you play." And he was like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Well, John Coltrane said you were his favorite saxophone player, and my teacher and my dad said that you were really good. So I figured since you're in town, I would come see you play." So he was like, "You really don't know anything about the way I play?" And I was like, "No, not really. I really don't." So he said, "I want you to sit right in front." And I sat right in front. As the show started, he said, "Young man, what do you want to hear? What's the first song you want to hear?" And I was like, "Play a blues." And it was killing. I mean, I'd never heard him before, and it was great. And so after the song was done, he leaned down and said, "Hey, so what'd you think?" And I was like, "It was really good." He said, "All right, so what's the next song?" I was like, "What?" He said, what do you want to hear?" And I was like, "Play Green Dolphin Street." And they played Green Dolphin Street, and it was killing. He sounded so good. And the same thing. He said, "What'd you think, young man?" I said, "It was really good." So he said, "We got a young saxophone player in the audience. I'll tell you what, we're going to let him pick the whole set." And so literally the whole set was stuff that I wanted to hear him play. And it was amazing because, like how often does that ever happen in your life? That just doesn't happen, right? But beyond that, like we talked after the set, he was very nice about, the fact that, well, I did this record, and I did this record, and I played with this guy, and I played with that guy, and you should probably check this out. So I walked away just not only having once in a lifetime experience with a legend, but I also walked away having heard him in person, so that now when I listen to the records, it takes on a very different sense of realism for me, because I heard the guy with my own ears and I got a chance to talk to him and meet him. I think coming up in Rochester at the time that I came up, I got a chance to see these people and hear these people and meet these people, which is many times is even sort of more valuable, Now when I listen to Stan Getz, I just appreciate him more because he was very kind to me and I got a chance to hear him in person. And he was just very embracing of a young saxophone player instead of being, put out by the fact that this kid doesn't know who you are. He just embraced it and said, "Okay, this kid doesn't know who I am. Let me show him who I am." And I thought that was really a very gracious thing to do. So that's another wacky story in my life where I picked the whole set list for Stan Getz.